October 24th, episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. 1 week till Halloween. Wow. Let me go and get everything synced in here. That way I can see who all's here. Oh, let's see here. Get this. There's that. There's a little rugged poo. Morning, Justin. Morning, Tony. Morning, Santee. Hope you guys are all doing good today. I mean, it's a Monday. I mean, how well can you be doing? But still, take what you get, I guess. Go on, share this out on the Facebook. And booyah. Good morning, Tony York. Hope you're doing well. Oh man, it is Monday. What a weekend. What a weekend. That's all I can say. My son, daughter-in-law, the two youngest kids were over on Saturday. Brought up a truckload of tables and stuff that they got from my aunt's place when she moved to Florida. So I spent all Saturday night completely rearranging and cleaning the living room and the bed. Well, not all Saturday night. I stopped at 2 a.m. when the wife got home from work. And then I done the studio yesterday. Brand new big professional looking desk here with clamps for TVs and microphones, and as you can see I redone the backdrop. I haven't worked that much in 2 years. Sucked. I keep hoping that I'll get used to this shelf down here under the desk that's got the keyboard and stuff on it, because I keep reaching up here on the top of the desk and can't find my keyboard or my mouse. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. Hope you guys are all going to have good weather where you're at today. We are calling for another day in the mid-70s. Definitely not the normal middle of October. That's almost the end of October. Of course, tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun again. We're going to do some more horror trivia since it's 1 week till Halloween. We're going to do some horror movie trivia tonight. Or, well, we'll do some scary movie trivia. Won't technically be horror. Morning, Ty. Hope you're doing well this morning. You know I can't host this show without you. Get over here. Two of you guys get over here. There we go. Now you're there. Let's see here. Oh no, this was here, but it's bad. Well, then let me fix that issue. How's that? Any better? How about that? Good morning, Candy. Good to see you. The wind in the mic is probably going to be the fan that's sitting right behind the camera and everything, only because it's already 58 degrees outside, so it's about 70 degrees. Actually, it's 72 degrees in the house. So the reason that you're hearing wind right now is because of the setup in here. I had to put the fan directly in front of me, behind the camera and everything, to keep me from dying of heat exhaustion. And I'll have to work on that mic because it does not want to stay down. Let's see here. Back up here. Well, it sounds like wind in the mic. Okay, how are you? Still bad. Been high 70s, 80s here the last few days. Rain last night, more rain today. Yeah, we had some rain last night too. Go figure. I wanted to go out and, blow all the leaves of the curb. Which, kind of futile actually, because they're not going to come pick them up till next month. They'll be all down the road, back up in the yard, everything else. But happy wife, happy life, I guess. These here conversations out of your fan club, Drew. Yeah. $70 already. Yeah, we're going up constantly. It just went up another degree. So Candy Brew, aka Candy Cane. 48. I wish it was 48. I'll be honest. I really miss our weather from a week ago when we had snow on the ground right now. We had 3 inches of snow here in the southwest part of Michigan. Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is a little over an hour and a half away, had almost 9 inches of snow. And an hour north of us hour and a half north of us had almost 3 feet of snow. So it's all over the place. It's all over the place this year. Good morning, Burnaby. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. My weekend was really good. I mean, I'll be honest about it. Yeah, I spent Saturday with my son and daughter-in-law, the 2 youngest grandkids, and had a big old pot of homemade chicken and noodles and mashed potatoes. My wife baked some squash, and we sat back and had a real good time. I'm just sorry that it couldn't last longer than it did. I'm okay with weather here for now. Be great if weather was nice. Visitation day. You know, if it were July 20th and 70, you'd be looking for a sweater. Amen to that, brother. Midwest. Midwest history come alive. But it's okay. Warm temps or not, still got the coffee. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you, Ty. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you. Hopefully it's beautiful weather and her scrawny, non-existent ass can sit on the front porch with the kids, or go out back by the swing set where you almost killed yourself at last year when you Jackie Chan'd yourself and almost kicked your own butt. Y'all remember that? Remember when he was out back showing off, and I gotta find that video. I gotta post that video of him out there, you know, kicking his own ass in the backyard. I take it she passed her follicle test. Is that what I'm drawing from this conversation? Is she actually passed her hair follicle test? Morning, Rusty. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Call you after the stream. Okay. I can do that. Sorry you guys are getting this constant view of my Adam's apple, but the way this production station is set up, I have got a 2.5 foot space here, big enough for a box fan, and I've got a 3 foot TV, and I hooked it into the monitor clips, and it sits at an angle like this, coming up over my head. So I have to look up to see it. It's actually made for two different monitors up here to monitor video production. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Just because it's you, Tony. Is that better? I'm feeding the squirrel, but I'm listening. Never heard it called that before. Yeah, that's just the difference between high and low. It's an old fan anyway. One of these days when I get a little extra money, I need to get a new fan. This one here's probably got 5,000 hours on it. We've had this fan, my God. I think we got this fan the year we got married, so 6 years. 6 years this fan's been on and been running pretty much pretty much 24 hours a day since we got it. So yeah, it's about wore out anyway, so it makes a little bit more noise than they normally make. But like I said earlier, because of the setup in here, the window sits over here, so the desk blocks half the window. So I had to move the fan directly over here in front of me to get the air coming in. If I could find a couple of those little clip bands, I'd just hang them right up here on top so they weren't directly behind the mic. And it would probably really help with the sound. Angie and Rick Family Adventures, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Welcome to the family. We don't do a lot in the morning in here. We just kind of let people rant and rave, talk about whatever they want to talk about. The evenings, I try to do something different. Like tonight, we're going to do scary movie trivia. Friday evening, I'll probably have a guest on. Yeah, Monday morning and Friday mornings, pretty much just a rant and rave, talk about the weekend or whatever. You don't want to rant and rave? Okay. That's up to you. You don't have to. Just called me, Angie. I'm doing good, thank you. Good. I'm glad. So how's your little squirrel doing, Rusty? All right, there's got to be a way to do this. Where I can keep this mic down here. Well, that's close, I guess. I'm going to have to adjust the weights on it looks like. So my son-in-law asked to borrow my brass-framed 1858 Saturday. Why did he need your brass-framed 1858 for? Well, at least your daughter didn't ask to borrow the brass framed 1858 because, well, then you'd have to help her hide the body and you'd have to hide her away somewhere until the heat was off. And, I mean, it's. Oh, he wants to try out black powder. She has guns? Okay. Good girl. I should have known. Honestly, it's your daughter, so I mean, I should have known she had guns. I'm up early, just go get stress test. I'm not sure what to expect. Well, good luck on that, Burnaby. Good luck on that. I hope everything goes well and it comes back that you're, well, stressless. She has an AR 30-06 and a Beretta 92. Yep, definitely a York there. I've had stress tests before. Yeah, you'll be on a treadmill. They'll slowly, increase the elevation and stuff, and it's really honestly no big deal. But I'll tell you what, going into it blind and not knowing what to expect is kind of scary. So I mean, I have got to try to do something about this camera lens, guys. This thing is irritating the bejesus out of me right now. That's a little better. Or if your heart won't get there, an injection, it makes you feel really odd. I've had 8 of the damn things. I've had one. I had one back when the diabetes thing all started. I went in, they done an ultrasound of my heart, and of course done the normal EKGs, and then they did a stress test, and then they come back and done some more EKGs, and, so. Then I mean the doctor was the doctor not only wanted to look at the EKG, but he wanted to actually watch the heart work. So he was real big on the ultrasound thing, and he was an old Indian feller, and I remember he put the jelly on, or the nurse put the jelly on my chest, and he started watching my chest, and he's like looking at it, and he'll take a picture of a certain area or something like that. I just finally looked at him and said, "So is it twins?" And he was like, "We are talking about your heart here. This is not a funny situation. You are a young man. If your heart is not working right, you could die." I'm like, kids die, old people die. I already died. It's fun. There, back, there, back, there, back. Yeah, I mean, life is all about funny. But, I mean, this guy's just... And then there was nothing wrong with my heart. So he was like just being like a dick. Needless to say, I don't see that cardiologist anymore. The cardiologist that I have now is also an Indian feller, but he's much younger and really funny. I mean, he has my sense of humor, which is scary because the wife won't even go to the appointments with me anymore. She sits out in the car, plays on her phone. She says, "One of you is bad enough." She goes, I can't sit through a half hour, 40 minutes with two of you in the room. Ain't doing it. Well, prep is scarier than a test. Rolling in that crash car made an impression. Angie had the injection. She likes them better. No bueno. What the hell is the point? Morning, what? Good to see you, bud. Humor is good for the heart. Amen to that. Humor is good for the heart. You want funny? Cardiologist that did my pacemaker came bedside while I was being prepped and asked me, "Why ain't you dead yet?" I had a real good friend, had a pacemaker one time. Had a pacemaker and a, what's it called, a defibrillator that goes with the pacemaker sometimes. I went and visited him one time several years ago, and he looked at me, he goes, "Hey," he said, "you know what sounds good right now?" And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Some shrimp ramen noodles." I'm like, "Yeah, that does sound good. And I had shrimp ramen noodles in a long time." He goes, "Can you go make them?" I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Well, my doctor told me to stay away from the microwave with my defibrillator because every time I turn it on, my hair all stands up on end." And I go, bullshit. I've been scared of having a pacemaker and defibrillator since then. I got the Jump Start pack. So you got like the two leads that just stick out somewhere, and pull this charged up jump pack out of the closet and just touch the leads to those wires when you start to slow down and give yourself that extra little jolt, or how's that work? I know it make it go off, makes it kicky, fucks up data storage. Turn the crank. So you got the old style that you take like the arm and hook it on the little lever and just like a Model A, or how's that work? It has 5 leads. I don't know what it does. It's never went off. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. That's always a good thing. My missus forced me to get the damn thing so I wouldn't die. What was it Jack Nicholson said in the first Batman movie? If you gotta go, go with a smile. Oh, you could always count on shits and giggles in here, Burnaby. Whether they're intentional or not, you can always count on them. Tony, I don't know what to think about you sometimes. Oh, yeah, I do. Never mind. I do. I hope, I still have the sense of humor that I have now when I'm your age. If y'all seen what I just pushed and carried down to the curbside, nobody would ask me how my knees feel. Nobody would ask me. I just carried down 16 bags of clothes, an overflowing trash can, a baby bed, God, papers, old reenacting supplies and stuff that I've carried around and stored for years just in case I needed them. I think our trash man drove down the road, seen it, and quit. Because they don't like getting out of the truck, and they're going to have to spend at least 5 or 10 minutes outside the truck this morning throwing stuff on the back of it. So I think he quit. I'm not really sure. I didn't have any really gun cleaning stuff, but I mean, I had my lard, my gun oil, my cleaning rods, and that was about the extent of it. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good this morning. Oh, I've still got all the cloth. Don't you worry about that. I got a whole bunch of cloth around here. Just in case, I get my hands on another gun that shoots, cap and ball. I've got everything I need around here for cleaning, patches, everything. I have bear parts. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a lot like our trash men are. The only problem is, Tony Lee, that when our guys grab a hold of the trash can to pick it up, they just turn it and let whatever fall out. But they have it held 10 feet above the back of the trash truck. So if there's a strong wind, you get stuff blowing all the way down the road and stuff like that. If they grab a bag too fast and rip it and stuff spills, they don't pick anything up. So, yeah, I was going to ask Wook about that too. What's going on with you and Ian? I must have missed something over the weekend. Let's see, the other day he flashed KJ. What? Ian? Seriously? Wow. That's really shocking. I would have never imagined that. I mean, I've known him for, God, 5 years. he turns red and starts giggling like a 9-year-old when you even talk about anything sexual. So that's kind of weird. Wonder what's going on. Males are led around most of the time by so tend to do yeah. Yeah, she said it was not impressive. It looked like a little caterpillar. Wow. Wow. That's just really weird. Very uncharacteristic. Let's put it that way. So, have you guys set a new date yet when she's going to come up and visit? Or is her family still giving her the big hoo ha about coming up there to hang out with you? I wonder. She ran away, and I wonder where she was hiding. My little runaway, run, 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 run. Okay, I see now what I'm gonna have to do. The 11th next month. Internet seems to offer some idea of privacy, but that is an illusion that many don't get. Very true. Very true. That's why, yeah, a channel that I watch regularly on YouTube do a lot of music reviews, and they just done Del Shannon's "Runaway" not last night, but the evening before, and I remember a version that came out in the late '80s or early '90s. It was more of a harder rock version of the song, and I actually think I liked it as much as I did the original Del Shannon version. Hope it goes well. Yeah, I do too, but I'll tell you what, you guys have been waiting long enough to be able to hang out together, and it would be very, very nice for it to actually work out where you guys can spend, a week or two together, and being in a relationship and being so far away from each other all the time, only seeing each other when you video chat sucks. I remember dating somebody when I was younger, and we didn't have video chat yet, so we talked on the phone 5 or 6 times a week till the long distance bill came in. So brilliant song, love the organ solo, wish I could play that bit. I think that I'll see if I can find that song, the version of it that I was talking about, and I'll send it to you. He actually plays the organ version on an electric guitar, and I think it sounds great. Been 9 months, my God. Hey, Jan, good to see you. Hey, Jay, hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I'll see if I can send it to you, Tony Lee. And I mean, that version of Ghost Riders in the Sky that you emailed me earlier, brother, that was good. That was good. I really liked the duet thing with you and your girl singing it. But just as an acoustic version like that, it sounded really good. I can't imagine. I got to spend more time on your channel looking at videos. Nine months, there's a joke in there somewhere, or a horror story. Yeah, I know, Jan. I've been thinking about that. When you wasn't here at the beginning of the live stream, I started thinking, well, hell, maybe they called her in early to get her eye taken care of, and then poof, here you are. And of course, Mr. J is with you today to take care of his lovely wife. You went to the eye doc. Did he tell you had 2 of them? New glasses en route. Look what the Great Pumpkin brought me. Great Pumpkin used its credit card. But the Great Pumpkin thought about me. Nope, 9:30 doctor appointment first. Oh, you have a 9:30 doctor appointment. Okay. Well, I hope your doctor's appointment comes out well too, and they finally get you that medication. I can't even do the joke now. Damn it! It's so much easier when I don't meet people because I can imagine what your face is when I said I hope they get you that medication, and you know. Just covered that Friday. I'm hoping she meant, you want, huh? She wanted a date, so some dilation could be. You know, Tony, it's probably a good thing your wife don't watch this live stream. You'd probably be sleeping in the bed of your truck right now if she did. Dirty feller, you. No, actually, the Great Pumpkin. I was in here completely redoing the studio. If you guys were here right now, you wouldn't recognize the studio. You wouldn't recognize it at all. One of the things that my son brought up Saturday was this brand new big desk. My aunt done videos for the family for like stuff. So I mean, it's the big production desk. It's got the slant mount on top for large monitors to come overhead and stuff like that. And you guys wouldn't recognize. I spent all Saturday evening from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till almost 2 o'clock in the morning redoing the bedroom and the living room, and then worked in here all day yesterday. And man, I'll tell you what, I laid down last night at 10 o'clock, and Steph was still sitting in there watching TV, and I wasn't down for 3 minutes. Dead to the world. Woke up at 5:30 this morning, slept all night, didn't even wake up to use the bathroom, so I had to roll out of my puddle. And well, it's not really a puddle, it's more like a garden hose with a trash bag at the end of it. That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I slept all night long, like freaking almost 7 hours last night. Now I got nothing to do because it rained last night, so I can't even go out and blow the leaves today. But yeah, I was in here working yesterday. The Great Pumpkin just showed up and said, "Here." I said, "Wow," I said, "I really appreciate that. Thank you." And Great Pumpkin said, "Yeah, but I had to use the credit card." Just one more thing I got to start paying off on Monday when I get paid. And I thank you, Great Pumpkin. Buck, buck. I'm hoping my wife has no problem with me. See, and that's a great relationship when they know you so well. They know when you're joking and teasing and stuff, because they know that you come home every night and they have nothing to worry about with that kind of stuff. That's a good relationship. That's the way me and my crazy wife are. She knows I like to joke and play around and tease and stuff like that, but by God, she knows where I'm at, and I'm always one ring away. Maybe they'll give me a third eye. Then I'd fit right in. That's positive thinking right there. Or you can just go tell your doctor today that, you know, if he's anxious to try a new type of plastic surgery, you could take a third eye on the back of your head, because the two you have on the back of your head aren't enough to keep up with your daughter and your husband. Everybody knows that a good mama and a good wife have eyes in the back of their head. A third one could only help. Well, this says I'm at 720p. That's an awful fuzzy picture for 720p. I am going to have to figure out a way to increase my video quality for you guys. Well, doesn't that suck first thing in the morning? Good morning, KG. Hope you're doing good this morning, you lovely person, you. That's what happens when you don't feed your squirrel. They bitch at you. Good. Well, thank you very much, and I'm glad you're doing well. So we're looking at November 11th now, huh? Before you can make it up to hang out with your old ball and chain there, KG. Weather might be too bad for y'all to come up and see me then. God, is that a, what the hell is that? Blue? Looks like I had a tracheotomy. Adam's apple. Big weird indentation. Okay, I don't like this like this. Morning, Sonny. Hope you're doing good this morning, love. Yeah, I was very shocked. I was very, very shocked. That is, like I said, I've known him for 5 years, and when the subject of sex or anything comes up, he starts to giggle like a little boy that just seen his first booby. He turns bright red and changes the subject that quick. So that just, wow. Oh, okay, it's going to be the first. The way the weather's going right now, it may still be nice enough to come up and visit. I mean, it's only a couple hour trip. I'm only, what, an hour? About an hour and a half north of Lafayette. So, yeah. And it's all straight shot up 31 anyway. Take 31 straight up to South Bend. Stay on 31 when you get to South Bend, circle around to the west side of the city until you hit State Road 12. Turn off there, start heading north, and boom. So yeah, it's pretty easy trip. State Road 12 comes straight into my town. So well, 12 turns off, but the highway itself continues. I believe it's 60, 62, one of those two. But it comes straight into town, so it's all highway driving. They get together after 9 months of separation. You think they want to do a road trip? They've already said they were going to. They've already said they were going to. They were going to do it last month when she was supposed to come up, but you know, poopy caca happened, and it didn't occur. So. The nice thing about it is that since my aunt moved to Florida and left all that furniture, we were the only ones that really needed stuff besides my aunt's greedy kids. They come in, snagged up the $10,000 living room suite and stuff like that, but we still got some chairs and tables and stuff. So now we have seating for everybody, which is really cool because I can like entertain, hell, I can entertain 12 people in the living room now. So. Two hours from Lafayette. Okay, so yeah, that'd be about 3 hours. About 3 hours. I go straight up 421. Be there in no time. There you go. Oh. It's gonna be medium temperature. That'll be another okay weather November 1st. Yeah, it's looking like that. I've been really shocked with our weather. I mean, I was just talking earlier that a week ago we had 3 inches of snow on the ground and the temperature was 33 degrees. And now here we are a week later, it's already 61 degrees outside. We're supposed to get up to 73 today. So, and after last week of snow, high 30s, high 30s, high 40s, high 30s, 75, 76, 75, and here we are another day, 74, 75. So Mother Nature is a fickle old girl this year, guys. So anybody wants to send her a cool compress, maybe some Midol, possibly a chocolate bar, do it, because this is a rough cycle for her this year. Rusty's already fired in with Today in History. It is 9 o'clock. We're at the halfway point. Let's do some history. Let's roll back up. Rusty's been historying without me. 1836, earliest American patent for a phosphorus friction match by Alonzo Dwight Phillips, Springfield, Massachusetts. 1851, William Lassell discovers aerial and umbrial satellites of Uranus. And why was Alonzo checking out Uranus? (1861) First U.S. transcontinental telegram is sent from San Francisco to Washington, D.C. 1861, West Virginia secedes from Virginia. 1871, mob in Los Angeles, California hangs 18 Chinese. Yes, Sonny, just not very far from you. And I was actually watching the video on Thursday last week. Popped up on my suggested videos. Not very far from you. They had over 3 feet of snow. It showed snow, flat snow, up to the middle of car doors and stuff. Years ago, we had roads trying to drift closed on Halloween morning. That's usually when we get the first snow of the year, is Halloween evening when I take my daughter out trick-or-treating. This year we got it way early, so they're saying below normal temperatures, above normal snowfall, and when the Almanac and the National Weather Service agree, that's kind of when you get rectally assaulted. 1881, Levi P. Morton, U.S. Ambassador to France, drives first rivet in the Statue of Liberty. 1901, first woman to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel, Anna Taylor. 1903, George Sutton becomes billiards champion. 1908, Billy Murray hits the charts with Take Me Out to the Ball Game. All right, Jay, you guys take care, be safe, and get a hold of me later today. Let me know how both your appointments went. Yeah, satellites up Uranus. Yeah, really. It's not as much the satellites I heard, it's the solar panels that come off the side, you know, that scratch the sides of Uranus and stuff. 1911, Orville Wright remained in the air 9 minutes and 45 seconds in a glider at Kill Devil Hill, North Carolina, setting a new world record that stood for 10 years. 1926, Harry Houdini's last performance at the Garrick Theater in Detroit, Michigan. 1929, Black Thursday, start of stock market crash, Dow Jones down 12.8%. All right. It's too hot in this bloody place to keep drinking coffee. Let's see here. Coffee cup. Or not coffee cup, I should say. Non-coffee cup. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, bud. You guys want to check out some very cool videos from Scotland on a lot of the old castles and things like that. You need to go over and check out Ghost Squad Scotland. Very, very, very cool channel. Chris has been doing a really good job. Chris and Alan have been running all over the area around Scotland, taking some very, very cool videos and stuff. So if you guys like looking at the old castles and hearing a little bit of history, you need to go over and check out those guys. Let me see here. I'm going to call Saturday to say that my single vision shooting glasses were in. That's good. This next one sounds disgusting. 1929, Rudy Valleys, the Fleischmann's Yeast Hour. Fleischmann's Yeast. Still being sold today at your favorite yeast market. 1931, gangster Al Capone is sentenced to 11 years for tax evasion. Thank you, Sonny, for throwing their link up there. There's a bunch of that sort of sponsorships. Yeah, it's amazing how I love it when our Today in History has one of those sponsored shows on there. And then you sit and think, hey, I've seen that in the store. So here it is, almost 100 years later. And there's Fleischmann yeast still being sold in supermarkets and stuff. 1774, first use of the word liberty on the flag, Taunton, Massachusetts. Very cool, Tony. 1931, George Washington Bridge linking New York City and New Jersey dedicated, opens the next day. The King Biscuit Flour Hour. I've heard that. Hey, dude, whatever it takes to help you guys grow, brother. You know I'm all about that. I'm not growing that fast. I mean, we have our leaps and bounds, and then we have like this lull period. Like, what was it, last month or something like that? We went up 60 some odd subscribers, and then it was like 2 this week, maybe 5 this week. Then we lost 1. We got 2 the next week. And so, whatever I can do to promote other channels. Martha White Jamboree. 1933, Langston Hughes Mulatto premieres in New York City. 1938, U.S. forbids child labor in factories. It's worked so well making Nikes and Adidas for so long. I just figured, And they're happy working for ice cream. 1939, Benny Goodman records Let's Dance. King Biscuit thing was going in the 70s still. 1939, nylon stockings go on sale for the first time, Wilmington, Delaware. Very useful in Britain during the war. Got any gum, chum? Cowboy John. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well today. 1940, Protestant churches protest against dismissal of Jew civil servants. (1940) U.S. Fair Labor Standard. 1940 U.S. Fair Labor Standards of 1938 comes into effect. Minimum wage, 44-hour week. You getting bumped with the chair? Get out of here. I don't need you over here. I can host this show without you. Go eat something. Look skinny. Now I can turn my chair this way. (1946). A camera on board V2 number 13 rocket launched from White Sands, U.S. takes the first photograph of Earth from outer space. am doing great, John. Thank you very much for asking. It's a beautiful morning here. I mean, it's already 62 degrees. I mean, you know, a week ago today it was 32 degrees. We had snow on the ground. So the last 4 days, 70s. 4 days before that, 30s and 40s. I'm not going to complain. Have you seen Dad's Army TV series? No, I haven't. Our streaming service, I haven't found a lot of shows from BBC. Even though I'm a huge fan of English TV. I can't even find the Vicar anymore. That was my first crush when I was little, was the Vicar. I just liked her sense of humor. Hell, you have any doubt that I'm a fan of English TV? My daughter's school used to do this Christmas thing where you could take a couple dollars into the school the week before Christmas and buy presents for your mom or dad or whatever. Out of everything there, this was the only thing my daughter could find that she thought I would like. When I was reorganizing in here yesterday, I had this packed away so nothing could happen to it. And it's like, you know something? I got to read that book a second time. I got it out, and it sits right over here beside the desk now. But it's got, I mean, it's all drawn illustrations. There, maybe you can see it better this way. But it's actually a history book. And it goes through and talks about all the places and the situations that the doctors have gone through to help from, oh my God, the 1100s, I think. Nope. There's 13 million BC. So goes way back. All right, let's see here. Uh, 1947 series of forest fires burn over $30 million timber across New England states. Hey, dog, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. 1948, WJBK-TV Channel 2 in Detroit, Michigan begins broadcasting. 1949, construction begins on the United Nations headquarters in New York. Dad's Army's classic. Check it out if you can. I'll look for it, see what I can find. 1951, Janda Hartog's 4 poster premieres in New York City. 1951, United Nations publishes its first postage stamps. Tom Baker. I like Tom Baker. There was quite a few doctors, though, that I liked, so. And a few I didn't, but it didn't stop me from watching. 1953, KOL, now KSTP TV Channel 10 in Phoenix, Arizona, begins broadcasting. 1954, Dwight D. Eisenhower pledges United States support of South Vietnam. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, bud. 1956, Margaret Towner becomes first woman to be ordained in the Presbyterian Church, United States of America. 1957, U.S. Air Force starts the X-20 dinosaur program. I didn't take long to catch up. Maggie Thatcher. 1961, Evening with Yves Montand opens at John Golden Theater, New York City for 55 performances. Hey, don't forget, guys, tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing some scary movie history. We got 1 week of the 35 days of Halloween left. We're going to do some scary trivia tonight. Scary movie trivia. How's that go? What's your favorite scary movie? Let's find out tonight. 1962, The Manchurian Candidate, directed by John Frankenheimer, starring Frank Sinatra and Lawrence Harvey, is released. 1963, 110 in the Shade opens at Broadhurst Theater, New York City for 330 performances. There's that itchy thing again. Company's coming. Y'all remember last week when my nose and my palm was itching? I was hoping company was coming and bringing money. Yeah, they didn't. Company came. They were broke too. $1968. Mick Jagger, Marianne Faithfull, busted for pot, released on 50-pound bail. Or you need to, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Either company's coming, or you need to go to the doctor and get some antibiotics for your old nose. Your nasal passages are inflamed. It's a conspiracy. (1970) Nancy Walker creates Ida Morgenstein role on Mary Tyler Moore Show. I miss shows like that. Those wholesome, fun shows. (1971) Harry Drake sets longest arrow flight by a foot bow. 1 mile, 268 yards. Shoot, don't think for a second, Tony, that I don't concentrate on my health anymore. Y'all see what I got sitting right up here on the shelf of the desk. The second I start feeling icky-fied, I scrape my nostrils. I don't take no chances. What the fuck is a foot bow? A foot bow is a very, very, very large bow that you sit down and hold with your feet and lay back and pull it and pull it and then let go. Much steadier sitting down in a reclined position with your feet elevated than it is to try to hold a bow and shoot. Father Knows Best is on my TV right now. 1973, heavy fog causes 65-car collision, killing 9 on New Jersey Turnpike. 1973, John Lennon sues U.S. government to admit FBI is tapping his phone. They denied doing so. 1978, Keith Richards convicted of heroin possession in Toronto. 1979, Guinness Book of World Records presents Paul McCartney with a rhodium disc as an all-time best-selling singer-songwriter. Keith Richards and drugs? No, it can't be. Oh, yes, it was. 1980, Great Britain performs a nuclear test at Nevada test site. That's being allies right there. That's being allies. Won't you all come on over here and test your nukes over here? We already got this whole area turned to glass from the extreme heat and the radiation. We already have 900-pound Gila monsters and 30-legged spiders and shit running around. Come on over here, test your shit over here. We're okay. We're all right with it. 1984, 11 members of Colombo crime family arrested. Not Colombo. He was a cool dude. Always had that overcoat on. You know. Real nice guy. Smoked cigars. Intel Sat-5 re-enters Earth's atmosphere 5 months after it failed. 1987, NBC technicians accept pact in 118-day strike. You know, it's funny, I graduated in 1987 and I don't remember that. Maybe did. 1989, after a week's delay due to earthquake, World Series Game 3 is played. In 1989, American televangelist Jim Bakker is sentenced to 45 years in prison for fraud, but the sentence is later reduced to 8 years on appeal. Yeah, Colombo has the lazy beagle. You know, for me, it was always a toss-up whose dog was lazier, Columbo's or Roscoe's on the Dukes of Hazzard. Remember Flash? I think he was Basset Hound. 1997, Marv Albert sentenced in assault case. Marv Albert? Assault? Farting car. 1998, launch of Deep Space One on comet and asteroid mission. Oh, wait, that was Deep Space Nine. Never mind. 2002, police arrest spree killers John Allen Muhammad and Lee Boyd Malvo, ending the Beltway sniper attacks in the area around Washington, D.C. Y'all remember that shit? Because I remember it. Just randomly shooting at cars from up on the hills along the road. Wait, no, right here. 2002. Twyla Tharp's rock ballet Moving Out, set to songs of Billy Joel, opens at the Richard Rodgers Theater, New York City, runs for 1,303 performances. 1986, I struck my first guitar chord to the consternation of all in. Wow, really? 2003, Concorde makes its last commercial flight. Really? What was the... Now, there was one, Rusty, where a father and son were sitting up on a hillside out along the road somewhere. And they were sniping, just randomly shooting at cars. But I don't think anybody died in that series of assaults. But I remember one where they were sitting up on a hillside together, just randomly sniping at car tires. Might put a bullet hole in a hood or something like that, just scaring people, being stupid. You know how retarded people are. Hey Ian, good to see you, bud. 2004, 10 people, including NASCAR driver Ricky Hendrick, and 4 family members are killed in a plane crash near Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. Plane owned by NASCAR Team Hendrick Motorsports. 2006, Messenger spacecraft performs a Venus flyby. Well, at least it didn't fly by Uranus. If it flew by Uranus, it'd probably see all the Klingons and fly away. Yeah, it actually was, Jan, and I mean just 3 years after Dale died, it was a big shock to NASCAR to lose not just a superior driver, but that many members of the Hendricks Motorsports family. I do remember that. My dad and I have always been really big NASCAR fans. Well, at least in my younger years I was. But, yeah. Awesome live stream. I face painted like the Joker last night. Oh, that's cool. The Joker. I wish I had the purple suit and the orange shirt and the green tie. I would actually do the Joker. Still doing tests, medical, but blessed every day I wake up. On the morning of October 24th, the hunt for the snipers quickly came to an end when a team of Maryland State Police, Montgomery County SWAT officers, special agents from a hostage rescue team arrested sleeping John Allen, Muhammad, and Lee Boyd Malvo without a struggle. Cool. Very cool. The Dark Knight, yeah, I watched replay. Nice pinked up. 2012, 3 people are shot dead and 2 critically wounded after being shot by an unknown gunman in Downey, California. 2012, Hurricane Sandy makes landfall in Jamaica, killing 1 person and causing over $50 million in damage. Boo. Boo. (2017) Albert Einstein's theory of happiness, written as a note for a bellboy instead of a tip in Tokyo in 1922, sells for $1.56 million. Yeah, I know. How's that? You get a little handwritten note from somebody and booyah, that thing becomes worth a mint. (2017) Dog doping scandal confirmed by officials of Iditarod. Alaskan dog test positive for a banned substance. Well, I mean, come on. When you show up with a racing team on a dog sled and they look like frickin' silverback mountain gorillas, pretty much a gimme that they're giving their dog something. They're not just eating caribou meat. I mean, come on. I don't think we need to waste the time and money testing the blood of these animals. I just seen that dog grab a hold of somebody else's sled and rip the skis right off of it. (2018) Largest jackpot in U.S. history at $1.6 billion, won by 1 person in South Carolina. You didn't see shit likely as not. 2018, pipe bombs sent to prominent U.S. Democrats, including the Obamas, Clintons, John Brennan, and CNN, but safely defused. 2018, scientists confirm East Island in Hawaii, half a mile long, has been wiped out after contact with Hurricane Walaka. Wakanda, Walaka. Walaka is not forever. The lottery is getting that big again. Nobody winning all the numbers. I'm sure they blame Trump. (2021) Strongest storm to ever hit the west coast of the U.S., with California recording barometric pressure of 945.2 millibars. And San Francisco, its wettest October day. 2022 U.S. Mint issues the first U.S. currency featuring an Asian American Silent film actress Anna May Wong coin is part of American Women Quarters program. Celebrates female trailblazers. And that is all, folks. Good job, Rusty. Thank you so much. There's a lot of really cool, interesting stuff in there. I'll have to keep my eyes open for those quarters now. How about that? The first I've heard of the American Women Quarters program. I've not heard a single thing about that. So now, it gives me another set of quarters to try to find. Very cool. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Today in History with Jersey Red is brought to you by Living History's Mysteries and Three-Eyed Raven Productions. We need to come up with a slogan for Rusty. You think history is dead? Check out Jersey Red. I like that. Shit, I gotta write that down. Oh, I know, Rusty. I know. But when you on a normal basis don't have two quarters to rub together, to have a whole collection of quarters, is kind of cool. There you go. Feeding squirrels through the sands of time. Like sands through the hourglass. So is Today in History with Rusty. Yeah, I don't have near the clear. No, I don't have near the to it. Freaking quarter ain't worth much anyway. No, but if you get six of them together, you can buy a soda. You could buy cigars. Can't buy a pack of Band-Aids. Can't buy a candy bar. Well, I mean, you can if you go to like a. You can if you go to like Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, Big Lots. You could buy candy bars at Big Lots for less than $1.50. Of course, they're expired by 3 years, and the chocolate's kind of white. But I mean, it's still candy bar. No. 40 quarters will get you a pack of Marlboros. Well, not up here. You figure 40 quarters is $10. Marlboros are only $7.75 a pack here. Better than Newports. Newports are like $9 a pack. American Spirits are like almost $11 a pack. Hell, my wife's generics are $4 and change. So she can get 3 packs of cigarettes for what a whole box of cigars cost me. I only pay $24 for a whole box of cigars, and that lasts me almost a week. Her 3 packs of cigarettes don't last her for 3.5 days. So, especially when she's off work and happen to deal with me, which this week she has 3 days off. So. Back when I started smoking, I could get them for just over $1. Yeah. Yep. I remember that. Believe me, I remember that. When I went to Texas in 99, I was buying Newport Ice and paying like $1.79 back in the beginning of 99. So you buy Newports now, they're almost $9 a pack, or $9 a pack, depending upon where you go. A dime at the PX, or in the state of Kentucky. There we go. Flavored cigarettes, 50 cents a bag. Wow. Now, see, around here, for some reason, as cigarettes go up, cigars don't. So, if I wanted to smoke Cheyenne cigarillos, for instance, they are the same price now that they were 10 years ago when I smoked my first one. They are $2.01 a pack. You get 20 cigarillos in a pack. So once again, if I smoke those, I could get 2 packs of those for every 1 pack of my wife's cigarettes. Go figure. You figure they're going to tax tobacco, they would tax tobacco, they wouldn't tax just cigarettes. Mine is not to reason why, mine is just to do or die. Besides that, you start trying to figure out what the government's doing. You'll have a stroke. only cigarettes are the devil's weed. I got you. The devil's lettuce. It's the devil's lettuce. Black Panther got loose in my hometown. A Black Panther got loose in your hometown. Who had a Black Panther and how did it get loose? Dude, you live like 15 miles from me. Black Panther has a hunting ground of like, I think it's 25 square miles or something like that. I mean, how do you contain a Black Panther? Or is it one of those poor little domesticated Black Panthers that don't have any claws or anything? Oh, I know they can. I know they can. I used to know a couple down in Anderson, Indiana that had two full-size cougars. They had a very small barn, and it had a breezeway going through it, and then it had like stalls on both sides, the full length of the barn, and they had fencing up that covered the stalls. And these two cougars ran both stalls and the whole top of the barn. Everything else was closed off where they couldn't get out. But they were the sweetest frickin' 175-pound cats you ever saw in your life. Their kids used to take them out and let them run around the yard, and they would not leave the kids' side. They would play with the kids, roll around on the ground. I stopped by one day, and one of them come up to me like a dog, jumped up on me, was licking my face and stuff. I don't know if it was just saying hello or taste testing, but sweet as hell. I mean, the cutest things you ever saw. They actually purr. I mean, I know that might sound as a shock to some of you. Hey, that big dumbass on the screen right there didn't know that cougars purr. They are a cat. But, I mean, they purr. When you're scratching their belly and stuff, I mean, they're like... Jim and I used to have a black cat that was 28 pounds, every one. They called it a panther cat. 28 pounds. My God, that's 13 pounds bigger than Ralphie. And our vet told us, do not let him gain any more weight. It is bad on his heart. Do not let him gain any more weight. I'm like, you sure can't tell by the way he's jumping around and stuff. Hell, he jumps 4 foot in the air to get up on his tower. And he attacks you whenever you come through the doorway. So, I mean, you can't tell he's putting any strain on himself right now. But then again, the way I always look at it, that's probably why he's so bulky, is his hips and his leg muscles are so strong, having to pick his big ass up off the ground that high in the air. He could probably take down a person if he tried. People do not use good sense. Hey, Squatch, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Aw, you got diabetes and passed away the same time Jim did. Aw, poor little baby. A lot of times, Tony, they do. You're absolutely right. I've heard of more than once that somebody's had um, some kind of domesticated wildlife as a pet, even, you know, 2 or 3 generations down the line of being domesticated. And some of those instincts um, actually hold on. You are absolutely correct on that. I've heard of more than one case where somebody's had a full blood male wolf and tried to and mated it with a hybrid, or had a full blood male and female and mated them, and then took those pups and mated them with hybrids to get wolf dogs. And they'll pass on that instinct um, even through crossbreeding through multiple generations. Well, they say animal will pass as the owner dies. Yeah, it almost seems like that the animal goes into a depressive state, and like a person does, like a spouse does, or a child does, or something like that. The animal goes into a depressive state and basically dies of sadness, dies of a broken heart, or dies of loneliness. Yeah, it's really sad, but a lot of times your pets will take on almost a human-like mentality. Um, Hell, we caught Ralph the other day on the couch with Grandma when she was taking a nap, and he will literally lay on the couch on the opposite end of the couch and lay his head on a pillow just like she's laying on and go to sleep. You come up, cover him up with the end of her blanket. He'll lay there and sleep till she gets up. He does the same thing with Steph when she works nights. Or I'll let him out at 5 o'clock in the morning to feed him and George, and he'll eat, play with George for a little bit, crawl right up in bed on my pillows next to Steph, go to sleep. He wants to sleep like a people. Dogs will. Cats will eat your dead carcass. Wow. The government is easy. They want control and enjoy cigars. I'll tell you what, if it, if it wasn't for the great pumpkin um, using her credit card, which ticked me off, but still, for her thinking about me and getting these cigars for me yesterday, there'd probably be nobody in this house surviving today. I went all day Saturday without a cigar. I was losing my crackers. Especially when I'm sitting here working on a video and I'm not doing any really. That's when I smoke the most. But it's one of the cheapest habits out there. I mean, I'll be honest, it's right here. Blanky's here. I got the blankie. At least my cigars are cheap. It's like I said, I get a box of them, 75 cigars for, $24 and change. I'm not going to bitch about it. Not when the wife spends that on 3 packs of cigarettes. At least I don't. I try not to smoke those expensive cigars of grandma or cigarettes of grandma's when I run out. These these crappy little 120s right here. A carton of these things. It's almost $90. She goes through a carton and a half a week. Wednesday's supposed to be a rainy day. So it'll be a lazy day. I haven't seen any rain in our forecast yet. So, past last night. So hopefully by tomorrow, I can go out there and start blowing leaves to the curbside. We'll just see. Wife wants them done. I think it's silly because they're not even going to start coming around picking up leaves till November 1st. So I get all these leaves blown to the curb edge for them to come and suck up, and they're going to be all over the road and in the neighbor's yard and everything anyway. Thinking about it's time to quit cigarettes or smoking altogether. You know, I quit smoking one time, Tony. My dad and I quit smoking together. We tried the New Year's resolution thing. 20 pounds later, my doctor, or our doctor, told us that either we got hypnotized or we started smoking again. Because at the rate we were going, we were both going to be prime candidates for a heart attack in no time. Last time I quit smoking, 72 hours, my wife bought me a carton and lit one for me. She said, "Smoke or I'll kill you." I quit smoking 3 months ago and I feel a lot better. My food tastes better and everything tastes better to me now. I never like the taste of food anyway. I don't eat for the taste. I eat to make my belly quit going. Blah, 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 blah. It's a waste to do leaves until they've fallen from the trees. I agree. We're too old to quit completely. My doctor said, just slow down. Grandma's doctor flat out told her 2 years ago that if she quit smoking, she would die. She's been smoking for 55 years, 60 years. And he told her, he said, your body's dependent on it now. You quit smoking, you'll be dead in a year. Plain and simple. She didn't even slow down. Matter of fact, I think she started smoking more. But all right, guys, that's it. It is 10 o'clock. We have hit the 2-hour mark. Don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to have some scary movie trivia. We got 1 week till Halloween. 1 week left of the 35 days of Halloween. So, y'all come in, join us tonight, 7 o'clock, for some scary movie trivia. I'm trying to get a guest host. We'll see what happens. But that's it for today. Until tonight, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care. It's official Rishi Sunak UK PM. Happy Rishi Sunak. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. See y'all tonight. Have a good day.